Have you seen a cat drinking milk? It closes its eyes as if the world disappears, as if nobody is watching it. But the truth is, it is visible to everyone, isn't it? In our culture, there's an old saying, cat drinks milk closing its eyes, thinking it's unseen, but everyone can see it. Now, this is what we talk about invisible voices. And sometimes I feel we all live like that. We close our eyes in some moments. We feel nobody's watching us, it's okay. We can break that traffic signal. We will not wear that helmet and go. Yeah, that's fine. Nobody's watching us, it's invisible. But it is not invisible to the person you are becoming. So let us understand what are we talking about. Today I'm not gonna talk about any of my success stories or my performances or any kind of a reputation. Today I'm gonna talk about identity. You are identity. What are you becoming when nobody is watching you? A research in the human behavior shows us we think what we become. So, I can see lots and lots of manifestation reels everywhere coming up. You think about it, you can become a billionaire. You think about it, you can become a star. But the fact is, our brain wires the repeated patterns, what we think. And one invisible decision at a time can create lots and lots of changes in our head. Let us understand. I'm going to talk about 3 stories today. So first one, in a hall, there is a mother who is telling her daughter, who is dark in her complexion, she's saying apply face pack. She's saying that, don't go under the sun, you'll get tan. What will people say? Your color will wave away. And, she's like forcing her. Everyone in the home are just seeing the situation, but nobody is raising voice. Nobody is saying or trying to correct that message, saying that she's perfect, she's absolutely fine. In turn, what is happening in that girl's head? She started learning about the skin color, skin conscious. Have you seen so many ads which says 7 days a week you apply and you become very fair? What is that conscious they're trying to bring in? It is the kind of a repetition. You have that repeated ads which keeps coming. And this is what our psychology has been playing with. That day, that girl didn't learn only about skin color. She learned how questioning elders can feel dangerous. She learned silence over speaking up. She learned it's better to accept than to resist. She never realized. She couldn't say anything because it's her mother. She needs to just accept whatever she says. And she felt that's the reality. But when this girl grew up, the way when she went to college like you guys, I can see so beautiful faces here, right? When she started learning about her own identity, she realized she chose silence not to protect love, but to protect the discomfort in her. And this is where it made a difference. She realized it is if I remain silent, the discomfortness will not go away. It is me, it is I who can bring this change. It is all about resistance, not acceptance. It is all about understanding. It is all about creating your identity. And that day, that girl chose her color and made her own identity. So this is about the girl. Let's see about this guy. You can see here a family sitting. You have a son, there's a daughter, and the parents are talking to both the children. They're giving a lot of gyan to the daughter, saying that, you have to do this, you have to become a good daughter-in-law, you have to become a good mother, this is what we are supposed to do, divorces don't happen in our home and all these things. Whereas it comes to the son, they're saying, you're supposed to be strong. You are a man, you're going to be a man of a house. Yeah, you're a provider. You're supposed to become wealthy. You're supposed to create a lot of wealth. And the guy sitting here is thinking, why? Why do I have to be judged with what I earn, how much I earn? Why my emotions can't be recognized? Why people don't understand I can also feel afraid too? Boys are taught silence equals strength. That's the reason men become emotional invisible. They're not there. The credibility starts questioning. We say that as a woman, we want men to be emotionally available. But right from the day one, the boys have been taught like this. There was a thought in his head also. But he never thought of unmuting. He just thought it's okay. This is how I'm supposed to do. I've seen my father doing, my grandfather doing, my brothers doing, my relatives doing, and this is what, as a son, I am supposed to do. The social stigma has been engraved so much that, he never even thought of crossing the boundaries. And that is where he created his own identity. Later, he grows up, he grows big, he realizes it was fear. My silence was a fear. I just had to accept things without shame. And then he loses it out. He makes sure his children, his generation are not facing the same stigma or being conditioned in the same way that his family conditioned him. That's where he made his identity. Now, in the night, a screen is glowing and a lot of internet usages. We are seeing there are a lot of users in the internet, some kind of an comment or reading some kind of an anonymous post or forwarding something very hurtful. But nobody knows I'm anonymous. Nobody knows who is behind this message. It might be a hurtful message. It might be something offending. It might be something inappropriate. But who cares? Nobody knows. I'm invisible. People don't know about it. But the brain doesn't understand that. The brain understands the patterns. It creates the patterns what you are creating. It is you who is doing. If you practice cruelty anonymously, you are using cruelty. If you practice empathy in private moments, you are rehearsing empathy. It is you who has to make the choice, not under the spotlight, under the silence. This is what it is. Now what happens? When we choose, what are we going to do? We are going to create our own world. But there's a lot of peer pressure. I can see my friends doing. I can see my neighbors doing. I can see so many people on the social media doing. What is big deal in that? It is an identity. I'm just in a college. I can finish it later on when I grow up. I can change my character. But no. What you're practicing privately is the same person will be on the spotlight tomorrow. Because brain only talks about patterns. Not consciously, not deliberately, but biologically. This is what happens. Also, I have realized something very deeper. I have also seen, I come from a very orthodox, traditional Rajput family where even we have been trained and conditioned in the same way what I'm talking about today. And even I thought what the choices were said and told are right. But when I grew up, when I started learning, when I started understanding, the much more deeper facts came to head. The kind of and the conditions what we think, our thought processes, our invisible thought processes are not personal. They are inherited. They are from by a culture. They are much older than our age. It is a generational kind of an learning for us which has been given to us. And this is what our brain has started accepting. I can see so many people still having that superstitious beliefs. We have our own sentiments because we feel that our parents were doing, our grandparents were doing. It's the same thing what we are doing. So it's not a big deal about it. Yes, it is not. But let us understand, we need to break this somewhere. How are you going to break it? What are you going to do it? I'm talking about your identity. I'm saying this is not right. You're supposed to do that because our brain only talks about repeated patterns. But how are we going to break it? So today, for each and every person here, I want to tell you, you're going to do a screen test. And this will be practiced by being seen. Now, what is seen? If you see, yes, let's stop. Let's try to pause before we have that automatic response. Let us understand, are we saying right? Are we doing right? Yeah. Then examine. Let us examine what are we writing, is it right? What are we thinking, is it okay? Am I okay to say about that? Let's evaluate. Is the wiring I'm giving to my brain is the same person I want to become? Yeah. And then next, look at your steps. Imagine what kind of steps are you taking? Does it protect your empathy? Does it protect your values? Most of the mothers, when I ask them, what do you want your child to be like you? They say no. They love you. They give you lots and lots of kind of an ideas, knowledge. They give you so much of kind of in principles, values. But when you ask them, do you want me to be like you? They say no. They want you to break the barriers. They want you to make your own identity. That is what it is important. Identity doesn't come with your profession, with your money, or with what you achieve. It comes with what you value and how are you making it. This is what it starts. And you can start only by unmuting yourself. It starts right with you, not with the person who is next to you. The moment you think you are unseen, it is for you. But it's not about who is watching you. It is about what are you doing when nobody is watching you. Thank you so much.